CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger joins us. Jill, we just laid out a lot, but in terms of the threat to American corporations and the uncertainty that we now have confronting the U.S. economy, how do you think this plays out?
Well, I think this has a far-reaching economic consequence, potentially. And it really starts with the flow of everything from petroleum products to maybe agricultural products like wheat, or maybe iron ore and aluminum. These products, these commodities have been soaring in price, and I think those higher prices are really going to make people think twice. Now, when we talk about the businesses truly have a real issue here because they may pull back on their spending. They may be worried about the supply chain. We just heard Chris Krebs talk about these cybersecurity threats. All of this put together weighs on so much of the economy, and I think what is clear is that investors have really started to pay attention to this over the last week or so. Markets had been selling off earlier in January, but we've seen a real escalation of fear creep into the marketplace. Right now, the S&P 500 through Friday's close is down about 9.3% from the high reached in early January, very close to the correction. I think these jitters are really going to keep some folks up over the next week or so.
And how do you think this will impact the Federal Reserve's decision on interest rates and that fight to get control of inflation?
Well, I think this puts the Fed in a pickle because we are looking at a situation that could slow down all of the progress, the economic progress that we've seen. It could slow things down in the future. And yet, the Ukrainian situation is inflationary at its core. And that means that these 40-year highs that we've seen in inflation here in the U.S., those high levels are due to persist. No wonder the Federal Reserve Chair Jay Powell said that they're monitoring the situation closely. I think they're in a tough situation, Margaret, in that they are truly forced to raise interest rates next month to contain prices, and yet that could be happening as the economy is slowing down.
Jill, it'll keep you busy, I know. Thank you for your analysis today.